Hi, am I audible? Hi, Yamini. Hi, Deepika. Hi. Uh, yes, I am some nervous. You are eager to learn, and I am some nervous to start the session. This is Tejal Solanki from Sardo Bakes by Annie and Tej. And Annie is also live. She will be replying if you have any queries, she will reply one by one. And I will give a demo. We will start actually. Whoever wish to learn, you can just take a bowl, a spoon, and a glass of water, what I have written in this thing. So basically, I just want to start with a brief knowledge of what is a sourdough. The sourdough is the ancient art, or you can say an ancient way of making the real bread, which was the healthiest bread, and it was made up of the natural yeast, what we are going to make now. Okay, so now what is that natural yeast? The yeast is it is a formation of like flour and the water. So either you can take maida, or you can take the whole wheat flour as well. Okay, but what we are looking for our bread, that is, we need two main you can say the characters. First is obviously the yeast, that we call as the it's a strain of, there are multiples and multiple strains of the yeast is available, but here we call as a S. susway, and there is the important bacteria which is we call as the lactobacillus or the lactic acid. So when they both of them, they do ferment, they do start up to eat up the starch from the flour. They break up the sugar. Okay, so when they break up the sugar, they just release the carbon dioxide and ethanol, and it's a very good microorganism, the activity. When you can say like a cell, if it is available, this yeast and the bacteria, they just eat up, and they break up the sugar from it. So the yeast, they eat the glucose from it, and the bacteria, the lactobacillus, they eat up the maltose from it. So once the dough gets fermented, the sugar has been eaten up by them, and the very good enzyme activity, they convert the protein to the amino acid, so it is digestible. Okay, so these are the basic things, the science I am going to share with you. And the most important, they do break the phytic acid as well, which is very, very stubborn. And that's the reason we should not use the commercial yeast, and better to start with the sourdough. This is the reason, because commercial yeast, they do not have the certain type of good bacteria in it, and they make it very fast fermented. So when it is a fast fermentation, the flour has the gluten, it is not digestible, and because of that we have the issue of the diabetes, the bloating, and many other issues related to gluten. So that's the reason why we should make the sourdough starter. Okay, so here we are going to do the practice every day. Today is the day 1. We had lots and lots of inquiries because of the lockdown, and I'm sure you all are safe. And so that's the reason me and Anita, we both have decided that let's share. This is a simple procedure. if you understand. And of course we are there to answer you. Anita is there, she will reply your queries as well as me. Okay, so shall we start? I'm going to teach you both the ways. One with the maida, the regular one, and the another way with the whole wheat flour. Okay, now here maida maida and whole wheat. If you say to make a dough, both yeast are completely okay to use, the maida one or the whole wheat. There is nothing, any reason, not to use maida in the whole wheat or maida bread. There is nothing like that because it is fermented. And if it is fermented, what I have said, the science behind it, it works completely okay. Okay? Yes, the whole wheat ferments some fast. So either of your choice you can do. Okay? So shall we start? First, are you able to see? Okay, I am just taking an empty bowl. It has to be a clean and sterilized, because chances are there, it may or may not, for many other reasons, chances are there it may get contamination. Okay, but not to worry, we have to continue the process every day. Okay, so today what I'm just going to mix the flour and the water in the equal ratio. I'm not using the kitchen scale because even I am out of the kitchen scale. So I'm just using the spoon. Okay, so better to have the glass, or you can have a food what you say, the plastic, BPA free. So or a ceramic jar. Ceramic also you can use. No, I won't suggest any metal bowls, okay, like aluminum or anything. You can use, if you have a very good quality, pure stainless steel, but why to? Better use a glass or ceramic or a good quality plastic. For the starter, you don't need any multigrain atta. It's just as simple what you have, the atta at home, you can use. Yeah? Okay, so we are just starting it. This is a regular maida you can get from your grocery stores. Only thing you have to keep in the mind that the maida has to be a very good quality. It has to be unbleached. Okay. So the color what we get, the wheatish color. Okay. The creamish color. So that is absolutely okay. But don't use any white type of, that is a bleached maida, and that is completely not to used. So this is the maida, and you can see the color. Okay. And I'm just taking 1 tablespoon of, you can take any of the measurement. Minimum it has to be 10 to 15, between 10 to 20 grams. So approx it has to be eyeballing is completely okay. Yeah. So I'm just taking a hipful. This is the 1 tablespoon. And I am taking a normal water. I had taken the water from the tap and I had kept it open for a few hours. So the chlorine gets evaporated from it. Okay. I'm just going to mix it and going to make a paste, because today is the first day. So we are giving, to the flour, we are adding the water. Why? Because yeast is a one cell microorganism and it is available everywhere, even on our human skin. So better whenever, if you are contacting your hands with the flour or with this thing, better to have a very good, you should give a wash, not as in a sanitizer. In these days it's okay, but otherwise when your hands are clean, just wash with the water and you can mix it, because even we do have a good bacteria, and the yeast, that is completely okay. The yeast is available everywhere, even on the fruits. When you get the grapes, do you know that the certain white powdery type of it, that is the yeast. or on the apple or on the vegetables or even the grains. So they are all the time, when they meet with the water, they get activated. Otherwise, they are in a suspended, isolated form, you can say. Yeah. You can take plain, yeah. I'm coming on the whole wheat flour as well, Poonam. Okay. So this is just, I'm mixing it. I will add some more water because the consistency has to be thick better, paste type of, okay. Okay, right now you can find it very stiff paste. Yeah, you can use RO water, no issue. So this is the, you can see this paste, and it is right now it's very stiff. But when we'll check tomorrow, it will be some liquidy, it will be some pungent, and it will be a very bubbly and a sour smell. Okay, so we don't have to do anything today. It's just you have to mix the flour and water, and you just have to make a smooth paste. That's it. So this one was the maida. Now here is my whole wheat atta. You can take off any of, better to have that chakki atta. Okay, I don't use any other flour. I do either home mill at in my mock mill, or either I do source from shop for change. But you can use it, any brand or whichever atta you want to. Okay, so I'm just using, again it's a 1 hipful spoon. Always whole wheat atta, when you take, it may take some water more than it needed. Okay, why? Because whole wheat flour, it's a coarse, and it has a full of enzymes, it is full of fiber, it is full of husk, so they absorb more of the water. Okay, yeah, Lina, you can say as a jalebi batter, but it has to be a thick batter, it should not be a thin batter. Shama, ratio, you can say, if you are taking on a scale, then it has to be 1:1. Yeah, but if you think it may need some more water, then you can add some more water. That is completely okay. Yes, Anita, you can use khapli atta also, no worries. I'm taking first 1 tablespoon what I had taken the atta. So I'm taking the same amount of the water. If needed, I will add some more. See, the whole wheat atta is quite dry. So I'm going to add some more water to it. So approximately you can say 1 tablespoon atta I had taken, and almost 1.5 to 2 tablespoon is the water. So you can see this paste, okay, it is quite soft, and so this just we have to make this paste. So there is anything extra you have to add. Okay, now I want to clear the thing, like if you are in a what weather condition, it is very important to make your sourdough. If you are in a cold temperature, then you may take a warm water, not the hot water, please. You can take a lukewarm water. Yeah, if you are in a hot weather, either you can take a room temperature, no worries, or you can take some cold water. So that is completely okay. Nominally what happens, the yeast, they do ferment at this say 26 degrees Celsius, but the bacteria, they do grow at around 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. So here we want both the yeast as well as the bacteria. So just if you have a room temperature around 30-32 degree, maximum say up to 35 degrees, that is completely okay. But if it is beyond the 35 degrees, then better to keep it in a cool temperature, but do not keep in the fridge. Yeah, so just you have to cover it nicely. You can just use any lid of it and just cover it and keep it at a good warm temperature. You can say a corner or somewhere. If you are in a hot weather, then keep it in a cool temperature. If you are a normal or a cool temperature, then keep it in a warm temperature. Okay, so after 24 hours we will observe how is the consistency, how is the fermentation, and we will go further for day 2 tomorrow. Yeah, so any questions? I hope I was clear and you got to understand what I have done. Neha, central AC if you have, then you can use the warm water and try to keep it in a shut oven or something like that, you know, so where the warmth is consistency is equal, and either you can wrap around or just a small type of a blanket or something like that, you know, so the warmth is available to it. No, Ami, I have not added any yeast. We are going to produce the yeast. Right now, actually, we are doing a, this is the live we are just doing for the starter. So you don't need anything extra, just your bowls, the lids, the spoons, and the flour what you are making from. So that flour has to be available with you. Great. Sonal, yeah, see, you can, this live will be available even after this thing. So you can just go through the recorded video. What we have done, we have taken like say 1 tablespoon of the flour, and I had equally added the water and some more, okay, and I had made the paste like this, okay. So I've just made the paste, and I'm keeping this paste at the room temperature for 24 hours. So I'm giving the time to get naturally fermented yeast and the bacteria. Okay, one thing also I want to mention, that there are, 2 ways of the making of the starter. Like, some people, they do discard and feed. That we will do from the tomorrow. That is a popular way of it. And some people, they just add on the new flour and water to it. Okay, both the ways are equally enough, but this is the popular way and this is the method what we had followed, so we are sharing that method with you. So from tomorrow you just need an extra bowl also, that whatever the discard we will, so you can just we will let you know how to go through, like, to using the discard or not to use, everything that we will discuss tomorrow, because otherwise it will be like too much of it today. Once done, Anita, it is like it can be live for centuries and centuries. Okay, so it will be your the gift to your kids and next generations if you do maintain properly. Of course, I will discuss how to maintain it. So once we are done, on the last day we will discuss how to maintain it. So yeah, Lina, tomorrow we will be at same time. Okay, any more questions? It may take, see, if you are in a, say, like, cold temperature, the same process what I am going to get in 24 hours, you may get in 48 hours or some more. If you are in a cold weather, say like Western countries or at US, then definitely you may get some more time. But right now Mumbai is hot, so I think so I will get by tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Divya, you can watch the video later on. It will continue for, say, till the starter gets completely done. So may say for day 7 or up to day 10. It depends on how the weather works and how the flower behaves. Yeah, Bhavini, as I said, it may take 7 to 10 days. Lena will be there up to 7 to 10 days. Great. Yes, Nina, surely we will. Okay, bye for now.